Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to the show that's on in the afternoon. All you cool kids out there, all the sunnies, we know it as Afternoon Delight. Oh, I'm so excited. We've got my Sunny Honey Mel right here. Gonna make a comeback today. Pop Culture Thunderdome. Very shocked. Did you get to see comments about the
I was trying to.
Your mom was your best attorney.
That's right, Mom.
She'd like to create a like a round table of individuals to re-look at the rules of Pop Culture Thunderdome.
Yeah, Mom, you stick up for me. That's your job. She was
definitely in comments like, we need to really rethink these rules. And then Christy was like, these rules have been since November, giving Mel and Addie a chance to answer some of these questions.
Blah, blah, blah.
We will stick to the script, and we've got a Pop Culture Thunderdome about rice, baby. Oh, yeah. We're talking about all things rice today. And then, of course, we've got Boat Drinks, Meme It or Leave It. Got some funny ones. And Addie's Reddit Rundown report. Gonna see some opinions about a dad. And then Mel sent over 3 news stories, and we're gonna be the judge and the jury today to tell her, is this news or is this just news blues? Not Blues Clues.
We'll see.
And of course, we'll finish off with Hey Girl, Hey Horrible Horoscopes. We have Cancer, Leo, and Virgo on deck. Pop Culture Thunderdome, let's kick it off with Rice, Baby. Give me some theme music.
Rice, Baby.
Too slow. All right, questions number 1. True or false? Wild rice is a close botanical cousin of the white rice in your pantry.
False.
Okay. Next up, multiple choice. Black rice earned the nickname forbidden rice because A, it was believed to be poisonous unless blessed. B, in ancient China, it was reserved for emperors and commoners were forbidden to eat it. Or C, European traders banned it to protect wheat sales. Or D, monks were forbidden to eat it during fasting.
B.
All right. Next up, question 3, true or false? Portions of the Great Wall of China were built using mortar made with sticky rice.
I hope that's true.
Next question number 4, multiple guess. Which U.S. state grows the most rice? Is it Louisiana, California, Texas, or Arkansas?
I'm saying Arkansas.
Okay.
Because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Question number 5, true or false? In feudal Japan, samurai were often paid their salaries in rice.
I'd say true.
Oh. Ooh, it just got a nice text from Panache. Ask me about it later. Next up, question 6, multiple choice. The word basmati. Basmati, thank you. Roughly translates to A, fragrant or full aroma. B, mountain grain. C, food of kings. Or D, little pearl. She's very nervous to do Baby Thunderdome today, apparently. Okay, little pearl.
Yeah.
Question 7, true or false? Many venues ban throwing rice at weddings because eating it causes birds' stomach to swell dangerously.
That's true.
Question 8, multiple guess. Rice was first domesticated roughly 9,000 years ago in Egypt along the Nile, or was it in China in the Yangtze River, or was it India along the Ganges, or was it the Mesopotamia?
9,000 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Is that Mesopotamia? Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz so Mel can get an answer right. No disqualification.
You don't know that yet.
Question number 1.
Oh my God.
Rice comes in white and what other everyday color?
Brown.
Yes.
Ah.
God, it made me nervous. Okay, next up, multiple guess. Arborio? Arborio. Arborio, the plump, short grain rice from Italy, is world famous as to which dish? Is it paella? Is it jambalaya? Is it risotto? Or is it rice pudding?
Risotto.
That makes sense, yeah. I'm just going to say that's probably right. Question 10, true or false? Rice is a daily staple food for more than half of the world's population.
True.
Okay. Let me go get that answer key.
Da 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 da. No disqualification here.
Yeah, how do you feel like you did? All right. Let's
We'll
see.
see.
This first one is wild rice, close cousin to white rice.
False.
Correct. Plot twist, Sonnies. Wild rice isn't really rice at all. It's the seed of a semi-aquatic grass native to North America, a completely different genius from Asian rice. It's been hand harvested from canoes and other native communities for centuries. Did not know that, actually. Wow.
I don't like wild rice.
Why is black rice forbidden rice?
B. In ancient China, it was reserved for emperors.
Yes. In ancient China, black rice was considered so rare and nutritious that it was set exclusively for the emperor and the royal court. Everyday folks were banned from eating it. I feel like that's like caviar. I can't get caviar. I'm not in
I
that.
don't really care for it.
I've maybe had it once and just wasn't that
yeah, not
impressed.
my
Yeah.
thing.
Next up, was the Great Wall built with sticky rice?
I said true because I hope so.
That is correct. Ming Dynasty builders mixed sticky rice soup in their lime mortar, creating one of the world's strongest construction adhesives. Scientists confirmed the rice starch is why sections of the wall have survived earthquakes, centuries of weather. Might be the last time I have rice after that, because what does that do in your stomach? Is that just making the Great Wall?
Yeah. You're not going to go potty.
Next up, which state grows the most rice? You said?
I said Arkansas.
Holy guacamole, you are right. Surprise! Arkansas produces half of all rice grown in America, mostly in its eastern lowlands. California comes in second with its sushi-friendly short grains, and nobody guesses Arkansas, and Arkansas has been quietly feeding the country anyway.
You're welcome.
Next up, we're samurai paid in rice.
I said true.
Woo! Yes! Federal
Hey!
Japan literally measured wealth with rice. Salaries and land values were counted in koku, one koku being roughly the rice needed to feed one person
Sounds
for
like a
a
bird.
year. A Lord's Prayer was ranked by his rice income. Imagine your paycheck arriving in a 50-pound bag of rice. Well, when you don't got anything, I mean, probably.
Yeah.
All right, what does the word basmati mean?
I said D little pearl.
You said what?
D little pearl.
I thought you said A.
I did not.
You're wrong. It is a fragrant. Basmati,
And basmati is
comes
my favorite
from
type of rice.
Sanskrit roots meaning fragrant or full of aroma. What did you say?
That's my favorite rice.
Oh, is it really? That's interesting.
That and jasmine
Well,
rice.
so
We
now
mostly-
you know that it means fragrant or full of
we
aroma.
mostly use jasmine rice in the house a lot of times too.
Okay, well, that's grown in the Himalayan foothills of India and Pakistan. Premium basmati is even aged like fine wine, sometimes for a year or more, deepen the flavor and aroma. Rice with a cellular program. Respect. All right. Does wedding rice
Yes.
hurt birds?
True.
Wrong.
Oh.
One of the most successful myths in modern history. Did we throw rice at your wedding?
No.
We did bubbles?
Because I didn't want the no.
Yeah, I always thought the birds would die
Yeah,
too, actually.
well, they're-
Birds eat dry rice and grain in fields every single day of their lives. They have thoroughly debunked the exploding bird legend. Venues really banned rice because it's slippery on walkways and a pain to sweep up. The birds were framed, Sonnies. Justice for the birds. I
I
know,
hate
we kind of
birds.
threw them in on the bus there.
Good, it's fine. I don't like them.
Oh, jeez. Okay, where were the first rice domesticated?
I said baby Thunderdome.
In a court of law, you would have said?
China.
Yes, archaeological evidence shows rice was domesticated through the Yangtze roughly 9,000 years ago, older than the pyramids and older than the wheel, from where it traveled the globe and became the backbone of countless cuisines and civilizations. One little grain built half the world's dinner tables. All right, Arborio.
The answer is C risotto.
Correct. Arboreo's high starch content is what makes risotto luxuriously
I love
creamy.
risotto.
With you can't leave it. You got to keep stirring it. That's the secret. It's very
I've
hard.
actually only made risotto successfully once.
I'm going to shout out Misty here because she bought the Spice and Tea Exchange truffle risotto. You got to tell us how it is, Misty, because you're the first one to give that a try. I want to get it in there. Spice and Tea is doing this really cool Italian. They also have Parpadelle they just made. I know. I'm like, wow, that's amazing.
Interesting.
So next up, is rice a staple for more than half of the world?
True.
That is correct.
I got an 80.
Hey, that's a B, and you're good with me to go to Capybara. Yippee!
I didn't fail today, you see.
Looking for your wild side with a gentle twist, Sonnies? Say hello to the Capybara Cafe, Florida's most unforgettable animal experience. Get up close and personal with capybaras, reptiles, and the cutest exotic creatures around, all while learning, laughing, and making a real impact. Every visit supports animal shelters, provides sustainability, and delivers educational magic for the whole fam. So don't just scroll, scurry over to thecapybaracafe.com and book your encounter now. The Capybara Cafe, where curiosity lives and your wild heart gets to roam. All right, now we're getting into boat drinks, meme it or leave it. All right, this first one. The original Chuck E. Cheese looks like it would pinch a waitress's ass.
Oh my God, scary. Scary.
Next up, speaking of scary,
Oh my God.
You guys, this is my jewelry client from New York. This is what they looked like. They were very,
I love it.
slum landlords of New York City.
Yes.
And David would give me the best jewelry possible. Yes, my name is Maureen Swan, and I'm here, and I can't believe it. I love coming to see David at the Saks Fifth Avenue. And they would be decked out in all the jewels, but like they were basically slum landlords. All right.
I love it.
Next up, after it rains in Florida, the sun immediately comes out to steam us like a bag of crab legs.
I say this all the time.
It's funky
True.
out there. Next up, the longer I live on Earth, the more I understand why geese attack people randomly.
You know what? I identify
Right?
as a geese now.
I know. And they come out of nowhere.
I love them.
All right, this next one is for me. When someone tells me to go to hell, but I already work out and eat relatively healthy just for my BMI to say that I'm obese.
Oh my God, stop it.
It is the truth. When you are a large person, you will always fit in the category of obese no matter what you do.
I'm dying right now.
It's ridiculous. We need to reframe obesity in this country because I am not obese, okay?
Oh my God.
Roll me down a hill.
Scoot.
Next time, each time a bird poops on my car, I eat a plate of scrambled eggs on my porch just to show them what I'm capable of.
You know what? Yes. Get out of here, birds.
Next up, sleep well, middle finger. You've got a big day ahead of you tomorrow.
Hashtag Mel. That's me.
Next up, I'm now at the age where picking up a hottie at the club means getting a rotisserie chicken at Costco.
That is so funny.
Yes, that is the secret of life, is that rotisserie chicken from Costco. Next up, I already told my grandma not to wrap my food in newspaper anymore, and yet it looks like a head.
Oh my
She's
God.
got to stop doing that.
That is so funny.
Stop wrapping in the
I
newspaper.
can't.
Not good. And
Last
finally, when your parents pass down strong worth ethic instead of generational wealth, that's
You
basically
know what? That's us.
very fair. Mental hospital. Very nice.
That is us.
Guys, let's go to boat drinks. Somewhere between lunch and legend, there's a place where the day slips off its mundane. Helmed by Captain Rob and Captain Whitney, part hosts, part legends, part beautifully orchestrated icons. This isn't just a bar, it's a daytime escape portal for people who refuse to live boring lives. Boat Drinks Bar is the vibe to thrive, to stay alive. You didn't plan to stay all afternoon, but Boat Drinks has never been concerned with your plans. Find your escape in Uptown St. Augustine, 123 San Marco Avenue, where the afternoons arrive fashionably late and leave comfortably transformed. Boat Drinks. All right, guys, it's time for Addie's Reddit Rundown Report.
Oh, Lord.
Let's unpack this today. The subreddit, of course, is Am I the Asshole? TLDR is, Am I the Asshole for telling my wife I am not taking off work to be present at our daughter's birth? All right, here we go. My daughter is expected to be born sometime this month, so I've been picking up extra work in order to have money for when the baby came.
Makes sense.
Very nice. Yesterday I came home and my wife asked me when I would be taking off work so I could be bedside. I told her that I couldn't because there was a big project coming up and that they needed me. My boss is also married to the sister of one of my wife's brother's friends.
That's too much.
All right, but you see, there's still a connection.
Yeah.
It's important to the story, so I'm
6
just making
degrees
sure
of Kevin
you
Bacon.
got it in your brain, okay? And they all know each other for a very long time, so it's a very close friendship circle there. When I got out of the shower, my wife told me that she called my boss and that he was giving me as much time off as I needed with pay. Then she says, you told me that there was a big project and they needed you, but I was just told that you didn't even ask for any time off. In fact, you asked for more work. I then got upset. For one, as I told her this when I first was offered the job as well, that I don't want her using her friendship with my boss to get me any special treatment. Well, I'm sorry, that's regardless, it's going to happen. Two, I think it's disrespectful that she overruled my decision to go to work by going over my head instead of talking to me and instead of talking to me and having me call. If I decided to take time off, that is, she decided by herself that I was going to take time off and called her boss on my behalf. Imagine you decide to do something at work and your spouse calls your boss and then tells them to not let you do it. How would you feel? She apologized about calling, but was still mad about why I never asked for time off. I explained to her that I wanted to work for extra money to have after the birth, and plus the baby wouldn't even remember me being there or not. She burst into tears and said that she wanted me to be there, and I felt bad, and I said I would try to be there if I could, and everything was fine until this morning when I was getting ready for work, and she said, "You're still going to go to work?" I said, "Yeah." She asked, "What if the baby starts to come?" I said that her mom will be here with her and that I will try to rush over to the hospital as fast as I could. She said, "Fine, go. I don't even care anymore," with an attitude, and I left. I just got a text from her mom saying, "Shame on you." And my mom saying, "I'm disappointed. I thought I raised you better than this." I don't get what the big deal is, why everyone is making such a big deal about me or not being at bedside. How many of you remember your parents being bedside while you were born? I want to take the time off for the baby while the baby is born so I could bond with her. It doesn't make much sense to me to take time off before then. I know my wife wants me to be there, but we're always together. Am I the asshole, or is my wife not thinking straight? I try to be gentle with her because I know she's out of control hormones are talking, but this is ridiculous. Ladies?
Guys, he seriously. Yes, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
You have to be there. You are
He said-
50% a part of this puzzle.
he goes, "Your mom's going to be there. You're good."
Oh, my God. I know. All right, we've got some notable comments here.
I'm just making this face.
So top comment says, "I'm sorry, but do you honestly not understand why you're an asshole in this situation?"
No, he really doesn't.
You are the asshole times a billion here. Your mother is 1,000% right. I'm also disappointed in you and don't even know. How dare you dismiss her very acceptable concerns as just hormones?
Yeah, shut up.
FFS, support your wife who is bringing your child into the world. Not to mention, you lied to your pregnant wife about projects and never even mentioned about getting time off. Did you honestly expect her not to find out and not be upset? I'd be livid if my husband pulled half the shit you did. Reread your post. There's only one major asshole in this situation, and it's you.
Oh, hashtag retweet.
Wow, that was a very definitive,
her.
definitely a very definitive thing. So the wife is due this month, obviously. What is the right time to take off for something like this, in your opinion?
I would think if she's due, like, the end of the month, I would say maybe the week that she's due.
Yeah. Do you think this is even about the birth? Or do you think that there's underlining things that are going on in this relationship?
I think it's the first kid, so she's probably scared.
I'm also thinking guy brain here too, and I think he's kind of scared to actually see the birth
absolutely.
and delivery.
They're both scared. It's their first kid.
I will tell you that it is an eye-opening experience to be present during a birth.
I'm not doing that.
It's definitely but that's how he feels.
But it's also not my child.
Well, I mean, if it was your child, would you feel the same way?
Well, no, I'd want to be there, of course. I mean, I would probably, if it was my child, it would be coming out of my lady parts. So
I think
I kind of have to be there.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I mean, what if it was like your sister who would, the man left her in the situation? She has nobody to be bedside with her. Right. I mean, I think you could handle it. But I'm just saying, like, in this situation here, the boss says that he could take time off as much as he wanted. He would still be able to get paid for it.
With them having the same friend group as the boss and the boss's wife, did he really think she wasn't going to find out the truth?
I'm glad. I know that it was not the right thing to do that she called the boss.
But I don't blame her.
I don't blame her either. I would want to get to the bottom of it and be like, "What the heck? Are you being a slave driver to my husband because he doesn't have time to be at my own birth?" And I think the boss was like, "What? What the what?" I think it's kind of complicated. It is kind of a hot mess because I just think that he has to admit that he's scared of this birth. And I really think that that's what this boils down to. The whole kibosh about him trying to make the money ahead of time before the baby's born.
I can see that point too. But to be honest, does he not he really does not realize he's
the boss said he can take as much time off as he wanted to with pay.
So what's the problem?
He still could take time off even after the baby was born.
Yeah, and you're getting
for the
paid.
Bonding time, right?
Does this guy really?
So let's rank the two offenses. She called the boss, and he lied to her face. Rank those two offenses. Who crossed the bigger line here?
He did. He lied.
Right. And does one justify the other?
No.
Do you think
never a reason to lie?
What do you think that there was logic for her calling the boss?
Yeah. I think she's concerned, and she was like, "Hey, I need my husband here."
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. If it was the situation was reversed, I would probably call Jim's boss.
Yeah. Just to see what the hell's going on here.
Like, listen, dude.
My turf is not, being balanced here. The baby won't remember if I was there. True, technically.
Yeah, but that's so dumb to say.
So who is the delivery room presence actually for? And why is he not understanding why this moment is so big?
I don't think he cares to understand it. I think he's stupid. I think he's deflecting. Dumb, and he's nervous.
I think a little bit on a higher level, he's deflecting the situation. Yeah,
because the baby's no joke, man.
So then, how if we uncovered that he was nervous, how would we be able to communicate with him on the importance of him being there?
You have to just say it, and you got to. That's the part that pisses me off about stuff like this. People are like, "Well, you have to try to explain it differently for this person." Why? Mm-hmm. You can't understand plain English?
He thought that he had a halfway reasonable plan here, by working just, I got to keep going. But I'm also thinking about, I know we're talking about a birth, but I'm more of a specialist on the grief side of life. But for me to get through my grief, I would put myself on work and work and work and work, and that just was satisfying for me because it was something constant and something. I knew that my world was changing, and I just exited my world to just keep. You know what I mean? I was trying to work and I tried to do multiple jobs and I just tried to be rich. So I just think that he's kind of trying to find excuses here.
Yeah. This guy.
He dismissed her tears as out of control hormones. Why is it so easy to write off someone's legitimate feelings by blaming the messenger hormone stress? You're tired.
When it's a woman, right? This is the part that no man's gonna understand this.
Right.
As a woman, if you have an opinion or you get loud or you're battling someone on what's right, you're emotional. You can't handle this. Mm-hmm. And then if you get with me, I get this, but our Sunny's my honest. When I get really mad, sometimes I'll cry. I'm not a big crier, but I will. And then it's why are you getting so emotional? I'm not. I don't. It's like that anger doesn't know where else to go, so it just comes out of my eyeball holes.
Yeah.
But that's what, as a woman, and especially as a pregnant person, people always skate that off. They're not looking at the real issue. You caused her to get upset.
Yeah.
And now, because as your partner, they're supposed to be your ride or die, by your side through everything, and he's trying to run away and hide from the responsibility to be in the room. And dude, if you're scared, just say, I'm scared about this.
I think he needs to own up to that fear, if the fear is actually applicable here. But both grandmothers, his and hers, came down on him. When the whole village agrees you're wrong, is the village always right, or can family pylons go too far?
I think family pylons can go too far, but I think in this particular situation,
he needed that pylon. He needed the weight
mom to say,
from both sets of moms, because he could be if it was only one, if it was only her mom, he'd be like, oh, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right? But then his mom got in there too. I'm disappointed how you are right now, because you should be in the delivery room.
I will tell you
that is the standard, is the husband and wife are there, right?
I know how much my mother-in-law loves her son Jim, but when he's wrong, she's the first person to tell him.
So his defense here is providing is love.
I could see that, and with men,
her value is presence is love.
They don't understand each other's love language, is what it sounds like.
Right.
But number two, you have to think, going back to the times, The man was the hunter,
The provider.
So
shelter, food,
in
water.
his brain, maybe I'm going out on a limb here. Maybe he's so hyper focused on that. Like, I have to have the money saved up. I got to do this.
I think that's fair.
So focused on that. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's at first what I thought, but I do think it's coupled with he's scared.
I do think it's coupled with that he's scared. That's why I'm being, he's totally an asshole here.
I think he's just dumb too.
I think he's just scared. I think that that's what you like, exactly what you said. That like whole makeup of the man is the provider and the man is the one that's like going to bring in the money and blah, blah, blah. But this is such an incredible moment of life. You can't miss this moment. Like, you just created life with your wife.
It's not like you're buying a new car.
It's not like you're buying a new car. Right. Exactly.
Like, hey, I got this couch for us. Like,
exactly. What does a person owe their partner in life's biggest moments? Not legally, not practically, but in the heart. What is that list? Should it ever
Ride or
be
die.
negotiable?
It's ride or die.
And and these are like non-negotiable things, I think, in life.
You support each other.
Right.
And I think, to be honest, like Jim and I, we always say all the time, we're a team. Doesn't mean our team agrees a lot.
Yeah.
But it means we will see each other's point of view. We might not understand it, but that's okay. Like, for instance, Jim is a very sensitive, soft-hearted person.
Uh-huh.
He's also one of the most kind-hearted people you'll ever meet, my husband. But he is very soft-hearted, and he gets emotional about stuff. You know, and I'm like, why are you getting upset about this? Like, what are you doing? So I think you owe it to your partner you don't have to agree. You don't have to understand where they're coming from, but you have to respect it.
Yeah.
It's respect.
Here's where the story just keeps whispering in my subconscious a little bit here, though, that nobody at the end of their life ever said, I wish I've taken that extra shift.
Right.
You know, whereas somebody, it may be going through an end of life or saying, I wish I was there for the birth of my daughter.
Well, they do studies on that. And the number one thing people say, you are correct, sir, is, I wish I had more time.
Yeah.
They don't talk about all. That's why, to be honest, yes, if I had a lot more money, would it be better? Yeah, but guess what? I can't take it with me when I die. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, I like the fact that people tell me I'm a funny person. I bring joy to them, which is my middle name. And I get to do all these cool things. So you know what? I'll take being broke to be able to like brighten someone's day any day of the week.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I really think it was important for him to wake up and smell the roses here. I mean, it definitely, like, everyone telling him that he's an asshole. Hopefully that he'll be like, I gotta be there. Yeah.
There's no updates.
Yeah, no, there is no update. So we don't know if he ever made it to the birth or not. But hopefully that was enough to convince him that it's time to go.
I bet he went.
Just like it's time to go to Panache.
You think he went? I think he went.
I went to Panache. I don't know. Every guest, every time. Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space, dedicated to guest comfort and devotion to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar by aligning with Aveda's mission. You gotta get Panache.com and get with it, boo. Breaking news.
Michelle just texted me from Panache. There's an Aveda summer sale at Panache. Enjoy 25% off summer favorites for a limited time. You can stop in the store or you can call 904-461-9552 for express service.
Listen, they usually do 15% off when they have a sale for
25.
retail. It's 25.
And I'll tell you
Jump
this,
on this.
I've tried
God, what else do I need?
Look, I have tried all different.
buy everything
all
over
different
there.
face serums.
Oh, yeah.
The Aveda one is one of my favorites.
Yeah, Aveda Home actually just came out. Oh, my
What?
gosh. I bought it for Stephanie's birthday.
And I know that they're Leaping Bunny certified.
Listen to this, though. Aveda has this new, like, hand sanitizer wash. Like, it's a foam.
What?
It smells heavenly.
Foam
It's-
doesn't dry your hands out.
No, and there's a built-in moisturizer in it, and it doesn't have greasy. It is so good, and it smells like Aveda, which I am obsessed with that smell.
I love
so
it. it.
Run, don't walk. Go over to Panache.
Michelle.
We love those babies
I love
over
your
there.
breaking news sound.
Did you see their also their socials? Or they're a great follow.
They're so cute.
They have this the cute
brush.
girl named Stormy in there that's teaching them about alternative colors. It's a really cool reel to look at, like how they train each other. Like they all come together like a town meeting, and she's like, "Look, this is the way. If you have a client that needs purple hair or lavender hair, like those alternative colors, and there's a safe and environmentally friendly way to do it." I love Aveda and Panache.
The whole staff is so welcoming.
And I love Is This News? We got 3 news stories in front of us, and we are going to be the judge and the jury today. Is this news or is this the blues? Nobody really liked the yellow airline article yesterday. Everyone,
that was kinda-
Misty was like, I was bored. I'm like,
I didn't think it was news either.
I thought it was. All right, this first one.
This
the
is-
Cookie Donut Industrial Complex. Food might be news.
Food's always
Here's
news.
the story. Krispy Kreme has launched Girl Scout cookie-inspired donuts. 3 flavors running now through July 26th. You got a thin mint donut. You got chocolate icing, cookie crumbles, dark chocolate chips, green drizzle, and lemon ups. Donut filled with lemon cream and coconut caramel donut for the Samoa situation.
Okay.
That's my favorite. Chocolate toasted coconut and caramel drizzle. They're in shops, drive-thrus, and the app, of course. And there's even a 6-count box showing up at Publix and Walmart. That's it. That's the whole thing. A donut company made donuts. Mel, the floor is yours. I can't wait to hear why this is news.
Totally news. You can only get Girl Scout cookies in the wintertime. Every year, America buys 40 boxes in February, hides them in the freezer, thin mints right here. And by July, they're gone. So the nation gets sad. So by midsummer, you're like, ugh, I gotta get Girl Scout cookies.
Right.
So they did not choose randomly. They chose Thin Mints. Why? They're the undisputed heavyweight champion of the Girl Scout cookie world.
Okay.
Coconut Caramels, the sophisticated choice. Lemon Ups, the dark horse for the citrus girlies.
Hey.
And the lineup was one of my least favorite words, curated. So that means people did their homework. They studied the patterns of the people buying the things. And check my math on this. A Thin Mint is a cookie. An original glazed is a donut. Combining them isn't a snack, honey. It's an innovation.
Oh, so you're saying this is an innovation in this
and you
industry?
can only get this through July 26th, so it's very limited time. Time's a ticking, and then they sell it at Publix and different grocery stores. I think this is genius. It shows big corporations working together for the greater good of the people to get those Girl Scout cookies when you can't get them. You don't think it's news?
Until you said for the greater good of people. I would have passed this on as news,
Because,
but you said
okay,
the greater.
wait a
This
minute.
is not helping people. This
Hey,
is
you know
bringing
what?
them down with the
Yes, it does, 'cause
sugars.
It makes you happy. I'm going to say, I bet Krispy Kreme, since they're pairing up with this, I bet they're giving a kickback to the Girl Scouts of America.
I hope so.
I bet that was probably in the
that
agreement.
case, I'm going to say news. I wish that was in the story. That's a very good
That's
point, Mel.
probably in their
I'm
agreement.
sure there's probably
They're like,
something
we
there.
want to partner with you. However, you need to kick us
You
back.
just saved yourself. I'm going to pass that on as news. All right, Addie is saying not news. We know that.
That's okay, Addie.
That's it.
I love you.
Drink more water, honey.
I trade.
All right, next up, when a young man named Rishi Shamara started a project 10 years ago, there were more than 700,000 World War II veterans still with us today. That number is, and today that number is down to 30,000. So,
Jeez.
did you hear that? We're losing the greatest generation right before our eyes. And one young man out there decided he was not going to let their stories disappear on them. Here's the story brought to us by Steve Hartman on CBS, one of my favorite follows. 10 years ago, Rishi Sharma was just a curious kid fresh out of high school in Southern California, driving around asking local WW2 combat veterans to tell him about the war. That curiosity turned into a calling, then it turned into an obsession, and now at 28 years old, Rishi has personally interviewed 3,000 World War II veterans. I love this story. Every single day, Sundays for 10 years, he recently sat down with a 100-year-old survivor of Iwo Jima. Think about that. A man who was there on that island in one of the most brutal battles in human history. And because Rishi, his voice is saved forever. those hard drives and SD cards Rishi has been filing up, that's not a hobby anymore. That's a national treasure. That's a history that would have been buried and now preserved for your grandchildren and mine. I don't have anybody, Gucci, yeah. And there's the line from Rishi that stopped me cold. He called these veterans moral compasses of our society. And he said, quote, just the advice they impart silently steers up the ship in this country. God,
Yes.
I love this.
He is now 28 and has spent every single day for the last decade recording these interviews.
Awesome.
3,000 veterans and counting.
Reminds me of Sunny TV and why we
Yes.
interview these beautiful nonprofits. Yeah.
So back then, Rishi planned a multi-year road trip across the whole country, determined to save as many stories as possible.
Yeah.
In his words, the curtain came down on the greatest generation, the gut punch. 700,000 living World War II vets when he started, but there's only roughly 30,000 left today.
Wow.
The window is closing fast, and Rishi has been racing against it. His recent interview was with a 100-year-old survivor of Iwo Jima, the kind of first-hand account that simply cannot be replaced once it's gone.
Yeah.
So it's a story about two acts of heroism. There's the one of courage from the veterans, the one who stormed the beaches and came home quietly, built a world that we live in, and then there's a quieter heroism with the young person who looked at a generation and said, your stories matter and you will not be forgotten.
Absolutely, 1,000,000,000% news. That is a news story.
Think about the gift to the families of these vets who passed.
And that story will never go away. It's definitely it's cemented in time.
That if you don't think that's news, you can stop watching us.
Ayamala, please don't. Okay, next
They're
up.
not going to. They all think it's news.
Adawe. All right, next
She
up.
thinks it's news too.
Story 3.
Most of us can't do the same thing for 3 days in a row. So the fact that this kid did this for 10 years.
Golly, amazing.
He started
And
at 18.
Keep going, Rishi. Keep getting those
Yeah,
conversations. Next up, 55 million steps, 49 pairs of shoes, and one incredible dad. All right. Before we throw the word goals around the lot, New Year's goals, fitness goals, I'm going to organize the garbage this weekend goals. Now,
Garage.
let me tell you about a man in Indiana who set the goal so big it almost sounds made up, and then quietly spent 14 years keeping his word. His name is Russell Mumper, and back in 2012, he decided he was going to walk the entire circumference of the earth, not travel around it, Sonnies, walk the distance around it. 24,901 miles on foot, 5 miles at a time.
Wow.
And on June 25th of this year, this dude did it.
Yeah.
No crowd, no news cameras. His daughter says that he crossed his finish line right there in the driveway.
Aw.
His wife holding up a checkered flag, and his 2 family dogs were walking beside him. That's it. That's the whole ceremony. A homemade finish line, and the ones who love him the most. Now, here's where it gets from impressive to unbelievable, Sonnies. This man is a scientist by trade, so he tracked everything. 14 years. 5,900 separate walks, approximately 55 million steps.
Dude, he's got the strongest cardio of anyone I know.
And 49 pairs of trail shoes worn completely out. He even calculated the elevation. He climbed and descended enough hills to equal summiting Mount Everest 46 and a half times.
Whoa.
He did all of that while working full time. His family moved across state lines 3 times, and he never once did it for attention. He just loved walking, and he kept his promise to himself, one ordinary day at a time.
So Russell is 60 years old and serves as vice president for research at Indiana University.
Oh, wow.
So tracking data, that's like his deal.
Yeah.
So he started in 2012 with no idea how long it would take, and the answer turned out to be nearly 14 years.
Amazing.
The final tally, 24,901 miles, 5,900 walks, roughly 55 million steps, and 49 pairs of, I knew he was going to wear these.
New Balance, yeah.
He averaged 5 miles a day. The whole thing was built on small, consistent, everyday effort.
That's great.
So his daughter Shannon calls him the most hardworking man I know and says his whole family is extremely proud.
I am so proud
I
of
bet
him.
his dogs loved it because they're like, we're going on another walk.
I
Dad."
think this is really cool news.
I think this is
it
news.
really shows about goal setting and sticking
Sticking
to
to
it.
it.
Yeah, I love it. All right, let's go get some wine at Bin 39.
Yeah.
Bin 39, the hidden gem of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. This is your secret getaway to a fabulous time. It's tucked away inside the lobby of the St. George Inn, and this charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that's straight out of a dream at the north end of St. George Street.
Their wine collection features over 85 unique gems, is a journey into the extraordinary. You'll find wines from both small and large producers. They're open daily from 8 to 8 and Thursday to Sunday from 1 to 7. You got to check them out. Bin 39.
All right, now we're getting into the Hey Girl, Hey horrible horoscopes. Cancer, Leo, Virgo on deck.
It's a
Cancer.
shame.
Cancer, you're not an empath, babe. You're noisy with feelings. You collect other people's problems like Beanie Babies and then need a nap from carrying burdens nobody handed you. You keep score of every favor you've ever done in a ledger you call your heart.
That's
It's
true.
Not a heart. That's called an invoice, boo. Leo.
Cancers.
Leo, wake up, girl. Misty.
Misty.
It's time to check if strangers validated you overnight. You call it confidence, but confidence doesn't need a flash setup. You've never once entered a room. You arrive, you premiere, you debut.
Yes.
One day you'll do something and not post about it, and scientists want to study what happens next.
Oh, Misty.
Misty's doing good on their social
Misty.
medias. All right, Virgo, Nashim.
Oh, no, be nice.
Nobody asked, and yet there you are, noticing. You hand out corrections like they're compliments and act shocked when people don't say thank you. Your love language is actually you have more peace if you'd stop auditioning everyone's life like the IRS of vibes.
Oh, my God.
The flaw you can't stop finding in others, look inward, sweetie. It has a home office with a red stapler.
Oh, Ashim, tell me you do not own a red stapler.
Maybe she doesn't.
I think hers is teal.
blue. Yeah,
like that
definitely.
Turks and Caicos water. That's her favorite color.
Well, Sonnies, that's a wrap on this terrific Tuesday. We chilled, we thrilled, we laughed, we thrived, and most importantly,
We survived.
that's right. We will be back at what time tomorrow?
9 a.m. and it's Renee Day.
It is Renee Day. We will see you live at 9 a.m.
Yes.
Sonnies, hit that share button. We need you
Do
now.
it.
Dog days of summer, baby. We'll see you later. Bye,
Bye,
Sonnies. Share the show.
Just share the damn show.
That's right. Now share the show.
Hit that little
Arrow. Mel
Do
has
it.
to pee. She's
Of
gonna
course,
pee
all the
her
time.
pants all the time.
Share it.